So hopefully I can give you guys a good experience because I've had a little bit of practice with the campaign. Here we go.
We never paid any heed to the ancient prophecies. Like fools, we clung to the old hatreds. And fought as we had for generations. Until the day the sky rained fire, and the new enemy came among us. We stand now upon the brink of destruction, for the reign of chaos has come at last.
Well, there it is. Hi guys, welcome. This is WTiiWarcraft. I will be doing a Warcraft 3 Reforged campaign playthrough, starting off with the Prologue. This video series will be in block sections, so they're going to be big old blocks of the Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos Prologue, Human, Undead, Orc, Night Elf, and then so forth for TFT. They will all have their own sections. So just check youtube.com/WTiiWarcraft, look in the playlist section, and I'll be uploading all of my playthroughs of the campaign into there, so you can locate them nice and comfortably. Just before we start, this is the first time loading up, so I just want to check over some options and see what is available. We have our full screen, we have our settings. I think I typically have a window full screen, so I'll set it to that for now, because that's what I was used to having on the beta. Actually, it goes a little bit darker, I think, when you have it window full screen. So that can be up to 60 or whatever. That's fine. Sound, I'm going to have to definitely put the sound down, because we're going to have to play around with this a little bit and try to get that so it doesn't interfere too much and you can still hear me, but at the same time also clearly hear what's going on. Now, input, that's good. Grid profiles map each slot in the command card to a specific key. These keys are applied to all unit command cards. I'm not sure if you can edit the key bindings yet, like you can in StarCraft. So I'm just going to keep it on classic for now. If you're playing Warcraft Reforged for the first time, I highly suggest you come over here to the gameplay and have always show unit life bars, show numbers for cooldowns, have these two definitely ticked, and automatically save replays. I mean, profanity is up to you, I don't mind it. So this is also where you change between classic and Reforged graphics, but we're going to keep Reforged, so that's all set. Just a quick look at the collection whilst we go. Okay, so if I had this ticked, would I have the World Shaman Thrall in my campaign? Ah, it's in Versus and Custom games, so I don't think that would be the case for the campaign. But we'll keep that all ticked off for the time being, as I don't really want to interfere with it, and I want it to be natural. We will get started in a second, just having a quick check. This is literally the first time logging in. I'm not going to connect my account. I can do that later. So, now we go into the campaign. Ooh, righty. So, starting off with the Prologue campaign, Exodus of the Horde. You have story, you have little to no experience playing strategy games. You have normal, some experience, and hard if you are veteran. I think I'm a veteran. Probably been playing it long enough now, don't you think? Do you think I've been playing it long enough?
The sands of time have run out, son of Duratan. The cries of war echo upon the winds. The remnants of the past scar the land. Which is besieged once again by conflict. Arise to challenge fate and lead their brethren to battle. As mortal armies rush blindly towards their doom, the burning shadow comes to consume us all. You must rally the Horde and lead your people to their destiny. Seek me out.
Sorry about that. Got the email come through just at the last moment. I'll turn my emails off. So, one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be switching transitions between scenes. So, that's me right now with alerts on. Thank you also, by the way, earlier, BRM, for the sub. But I'm going to have a transition so that for cutscenes and cinematics, it will flow over to this, and I will be quiet. So you won't hear any alerts or anything like that, and I'll try and stay as quiet as possible. So just got to work out now if the volume is correct, whether you can still hear me clearly over the gameplay and the cinematics. The cinematics and talking is notoriously quiet, so I'm just going to warn you on that. There's little you can do about it. Hopefully they've improved it, but we'll see. Chapter 1, Chasing Visions. Somewhere in the Arathi Highlands, Thrall, the young war chief of the Orcish Horde, wakes from his troubling dream.
What kind of nightmare was that?
It was not a nightmare, young war chief, but a vision. Follow me, and I will reveal what your future holds.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'll play along.
That definitely sounds clearer to me. So that definitely is better. But I'll just put the sound effects. The music can be notoriously loud as well. So I've got the music significantly quieter. So we'll go with about 26% for the time being. And we can tinker with it as we go along. So find the prophet. Follow the narrator's directions with thrall.
Lokrigar Nogal.
Now the question is where are the narrators'
Skillfully
directions?
done. However, the orc encampment is still far off. Very good. The path to the next banner leads through a black area. Notice how the black area shrinks as Thrall moves through it. This reflects areas you have explored.
This is the tutorial level, by the way. So we don't need to extend every single section of this. We can breeze through it a little bit.
Command, War Chief.
Now that your troops are all selected, order
Prepare yourselves. I sense a knoll ahead.
to order Thrall's forces to defeat this foul creature. Select all of your troops, click on the attack button, and then click on the knoll.
It looks pretty incredible, to be honest.
This was only a scout, but the knoll's camp lies just ahead.
It's really cool
Order your troops
because
to perform an aggressive attack move into the enemy encampment. To do this, select all of your troops, click the attack button, and then left-click on the ground in the middle of the knoll camp.
I've recently played a lot of the campaign, the classic version of it. So that was part of the reason why I've recently played it, is so that I can compare it, and it's quite fun to see the differences.
Get on with it.
So let's destroy some of these buildings. I can't remember if there's anything good here.
Whenever
I might be using a little guide on the left-hand side to remind me if there's anything I've missed. But I'm going to try to also 100% this. I might miss a couple of things, but I'm going to do my best to try to show off everything that the maps have to offer.
Never trust an elf.
Jeff Man, thank you very much. Use Farsight? Where should I use Farsight? Should I use it over here?
Dabu.
Does this look like a good place to use it? See some scurvy pirates and some fat loot. Interesting side note, you cannot get to this. It's an island.
I am.
So that's another part of the reason why I played the campaign, is to get a lot of the Easter eggs and hopefully try to show those off. So if you stay through with this playthrough of the campaign for
the
Reforged,
Murlocs
I'm going to
will
do
make
my best to
excellent
show
targets
you
for your new chain lightning spell. To
as
have
many
Thrall
secrets
use
as I
his new
can.
ability, click on the chain lightning button and then left click on one of the Murlocs.
I'm not going to do that. That's going to use up too much mana. And they're already dead.
Some monsters drop treasure. This particular treasure chest contained a useful potion of mana. Notice that
Thank
the
you.
potion now occupies one of Thrall's inventory slots near the bottom middle of your screen.
He is the War
Potions
Chief.
of mana can be used to replenish a hero's mana, the magic energies that allow the casting of spells such as Chain Lightning.
Your time has come.
You'll see Chain Lightning, but I don't want to throw it on two mobs. Let's take a little look at the water. So that doesn't look too bad. The doodads are very nice. I'm going to tell you that this is going to be so much fun to play RPGs and custom campaigns, that kind of
The
stuff.
wolf howl signifies that night has begun.
Be wary, my warriors. Don't let nightfall dull your senses.
I'm a bit skeptical of Nightfall, though,
Dabu.
in Warcraft 3 Reforged, because it makes the
Yes.
game even darker. Which could be troublesome, because sometimes it's a bit difficult to see things as they are. This is a hidden path.
Let's
You
get
can get a
on with
potion
it.
of healing here. You come across this path before you come across...
For honor. Yes.
The ogre.
We'd have a fierce battle on our hands if the beast weren't sleeping.
My criticism of the ogres is I feel like they look too humanoid. They just look like overly large humans, as opposed to the more goofy looking fat
Spirits are
ogres.
restless.
That we know and love. Click on a grunt for a moment.
What you want? Master?
The voice syncing is a little bit better.
What you want? Let's get on with it.
Still not too
For
passionate
honor.
though, are they? In the original, their mouths flap a lot, but it's also kind of
Yes.
cool because it gives them a lot of characteristics. Here's
For
another
honor.
path.
A golem.
A golem.
Watch yourselves, my brethren. Those creatures do not sleep at night.
Now this golem,
Your time
he's a nice
has
golem.
come.
He might give you something.
Yes.
It's a ring of protection +1.
The spirits.
Just
are
what you've been
restless.
waiting for.
Excellent. Thrall has found a magic ring. Rings are very useful because they provide a constant passive benefit as long as they are kept.
Thank you, anonymous
Never
user,
trust
for
an
gifting 5 subs.
Never trust an elf.
That might happen. That's why I made the sub.
Never trust an elf.
That's why I made the sub nice and short, just in case.
The spirits are restless.
And it's a pretty good one.
Let's
It's the
get on
Garifos,
with it.
which we'll get to see later in the Frozen Throne
Yes.
campaign playthrough. Click the enemies so
The
we can see the
spirits
portraits.
are
Okay,
restless.
yep, apologies.
Forest trolls. I still can't believe they were ever a part of the Horde.
There's chain lightning. That didn't look too bad. Forest trolls looking a bit better. I've had a slight issue with the trolls in Reforged. Almost going to lose a grunt there. Some Warcraft veteran I am, eh? With them looking a bit too gruesome. As the graphics is intentionally supposed to be more realistic with Reforged. Personally, I prefer more of a cartoony look, but I'm still happy.
Very good. That treasure chest held a magic tome that can be used to give Thrall a permanent benefit.
For honor.
Pull this grunt back a second,
Lokrigar
as we might get into
Lokal.
combat again.
Dabu.
Can I see dead people? I'd rather not,
I am
because
the war chief.
if you cheat, it might influence your results for completing the campaign, so we won't. Ooh.
Greetings, son of Duratan. I knew you'd find your way.
It was you I saw in the vision. Who are you? How do you know me?
I know many things, young war chief, about you and your people. My identity at this time is unimportant. What is important is that you rally your people and leave these shores immediately.
Leave? What's this all about, human?
Human? I left my humanity behind long ago. I am something different now. Know that I have seen the future and beheld the great burning shadow that is coming to consume this world. You sense it as well, don't you?
The demons are returning.
Yes, and only by leading your people across the sea to the distant lands of Kalimdor will you have a chance to stand against them.
But how can we...
I will answer all of your questions in time, young war chief. For now, rally your warriors and prepare to leave this land. We will speak again.
None of this makes sense. But the spirits tell me that I should trust him.
Okay, so there you go. Not bad, huh? Not bad. I like that you can see more as well. Oh, you get a little victory screen here and your score. Ah, this is for speedrunners. So I guess we continue, shall we? So for cinematics, it's definitely good because you can see a lot more of the screen. The in-game cutscenes, I definitely appreciate that. Chapter 2, Departures. 3 days later, near the Lordaeron coast.
It's been 3 days and this prophet has yet to show himself. I hope I'm not making a huge mistake by trusting him.
War Chief, the clans are assembling as you ordered, but it will take them some time to reach us.
Then we must prepare this camp immediately. I want my warriors to have food and proper lodgings when they arrive.
Yes, War Chief.
Warrior, has there been any word from Hellscream? He and the Warsong clan were supposed to have been here by now.
No, War Chief. We haven't heard from Hellscream in some time.
Damn it, Hellscream. Where the hell are you?
We need more gold.
Already asking for more gold.
The blinking button at the top of the screen indicates that your quest journal has been updated. To find out more about your objectives, click on the quest button.
Yes.
This is like another little fun tidbit.
Once a peon has been
Tidbit.
ordered to harvest gold, you will
This is like a little
automatically travel
graveyard
back
over
and
here
forth
that you
between
can't
the gold
access.
mine and your
Never
closest great
trust an
hall.
elf.
Here are a
Never
few
trust
additional
an elf.
peons to increase the rate of gold
Never
collected.
trust an elf.
Star-Lord, thank you.
Never trust an
The
elf.
amount of gold that you currently possess
Never
is
trust
displayed
an
in the
elf.
upper right portion of your screen.
Never
As
trust an
peons
elf.
return to your great hall with gold, your
Never
gold
trust
stockpile
an elf.
On with
increases.
it.
Training
Never
a unit
trust
takes
an elf.
time. When your great hall is selected,
Never trust
you can
an
see a
elf.
progress indicator in the bottom middle portion
Never
of your
trust
screen.
an elf.
Dabu.
I mean, if a voice sample was going to play over and over,
You
I
have
suppose
just
you
placed
can't
a rally
go
point
too
for
far
your
wrong with
structure.
Garifas.
Whenever a unit finishes training from this building, he will automatically travel to the rally point's location. To place a rally point,
We need to
select
build a
one of your
burrow,
unit
war mill,
producing
barracks,
structures, and
5
right-click
grunts.
on the ground where you want the rally point to appear.
Dabu.
So we're going to go with a barracks next, so we can start producing those 5 grunts. There was a bit of a spike
In
there
order to
before
support
building.
a
We
larger
still might have that
population,
issue.
Additional orc burrows will have to be constructed. Burrows provide the food that allows you to train more troops. To construct,
I am the War Chief.
We can start creeping for the time being.
now
Fool is
click
strong
on the
enough.
Build structure button in the command card.
So how is the volume, guys?
Notice that additional buttons are now available in the command card. To construct an orc burrow, click on the Build Orc Burrow button.
He
Now
keeps
move
wanting
the
me to get a
mouse to where
burrow.
you want
Not
the
going to get it
building to
yet.
be placed. Once you have found an appropriate location, left-click to begin construction.
I'm actually honestly a little surprised that the voice lines are as loud as they are. Perhaps because they've got the updated, clearer FLAC files instead of the old WAV files. Let's start building some
Work
grunts.
complete. Let's get on.
But like
with
I
it.
said, generally speaking, during the campaign, the voice conversations, the dialogues, are very quiet. And there's no
Continue
option
producing grunts
to
until you reach
individually
your quest
turn up
requirement.
voice. You only have music and sound, and voice is tied to sound. But if I have sound too loud, then the combat noises will also be a little overwhelming. So it's a fine balance. As long as I'm quiet, you should hopefully be able to hear whenever they're actually having important conversations.
We're under attack.
Something to do with my life, but the spirits are restless.
Yes. Work complete.
Gonna lose Thrall in
I
a second.
am the War Chief.
I am aware that he is low on health. I just wanted to
War
show the
mills
grunt off.
contain various upgrades that can be researched to improve your troops. To see what upgrades are available, select your war mill.
Alright, we'll get a bit of steel weapons.
Under attack.
Let's get on with it. Lokrega no gal.
One moment.
Let's get on with it.
So this Null Warden will drop a nice item. Scroll of healing. Good enough for the time being. We only need 5 more grunts and we've got a burrow on the way.
Let's get on with it.
There's the scroll of healing.
I am complete a War Chief.
Yes.
Take care, Salmaxis.
Now that your burrow has been completed,
None will survive.
I might treat myself to another burrow. Why not? I like to destroy the buildings just in case, but most of them shouldn't have anything in it. But
For honor.
if you're playing through, it's wise to destroy all crates or buildings along the way, as long as they're not your own.
Master.
Yes. Dabu.
Research complete.
Yes. Yes.
What you want?
When we have 5 grunts, the next part of the level will continue.
Yes. For
We're just going to set up for it.
Loktar, huh?
I think the FPS is
Yes.
holding up fairly well. Bear in mind that I am streaming, so this would be
Master.
even smoother if I just essentially was playing this in my own
Work
time.
complete. What you want?
One more grunt.
My life for the Horde.
Establish a base complete.
You orcs are in violation of the Alliance Internment Act. We've already captured one of your leaders. If you surrender now, we'll spare your lives.
War Chief, they say they've captured one of our leaders. Maybe they're referring to Hellscream.
I hope not. But if they have captured Hellscream, I'll make them regret it. Loktar Ogar! Come, my warriors! We must drive the humans back!
I'll try to remember to transition more smoothly, but I just remembered there.
Master,
So I won't get it right every single time. FPS is about 43 to 44. Certainly not ideal by any means, but we all knew it was going to suffer. That bridge is tight.
Huh? The wretched humans have been destroyed.
Move Thrall and the rest of your forces across the bridge, such as the one located here.
Shadow Moonsky says that was edited. The grunt was saying maybe they were referring to Grom, and they changed it to Hellscream.
What you want?
Maybe the first of many edits.
Yes. For honor. Yes. Dabu.
Village looks good.
Yes. Dabu. Yes.
Humans should have upgraded their towers. That's a big gate. Oh, we get to test whether sheeps blow up. Click on them multiple times. Yikes. They don't actually have the explosion effect, but a lot of gore. It's really gory, actually. It's a lot of blood. There was a bit of an explosion, but mostly blood. Mostly blood. This grunt watching me do all the hard work.
Master?
Dabu.
That's a nice fountain. I still feel like there's some issue with some of the doodads. And just things in general. Characters having sort of a slightly lower frame rate. Or a capped frame rate.
My life for the Horde.
Pig! That's a porker.
My life for the Horde.
He tried to hide it at the last
Master?
second.
Huh?
For Doomhammer!
There's some nice sort of destructible effects going on when you destroy things. Like, it feels more meaty when
Build for
items are, you know, brought down.
Dabu.
The sound is the original, though, which is good because the sound
Yes.
was great.
What you want?
For honor.
Yes.
None will survive.
He's got some cool looking attack animations, that footman.
For the Horde.
MLT Anchor, thank you very much there.
Yes.
We have a shaman now.
How can I help?
When you control multiple spellcasters at the same time, it often becomes necessary to quickly switch between them to cast their
Yes.
individual spells.
Say
By
squidge.
using the subgroup interface, you can do so without having to try to select them individually.
Yes, War Chief.
Notice that the currently selected units are displayed in the bottom middle portion of your screen by little portraits. one of the unit portraits is highlighted with a yellow glow. This means that it is the currently activated subgroup. You can switch between subgroups by pressing the tab key or left-clicking on one of the portraits that is not highlighted. This activates that subgroup and displays their spells in your command card.
How can I help? Yes. For honor.
I'll strut to bring down the cages. I'm actually going to go heavy into Farsight so that it's easier to show off the map and any secrets within it. It won't be very useful in certain later levels, but it will be nice for showing off the game.
Honor.
War Chief, we've found where they're holding Hellscream, but the area is protected by fortified
Oh, look at the
guard
minimap.
towers.
You've got some icons
Then
now.
destroy them. Hellscream
Ping.
must be freed.
So it gives you more of an inclination as to the objective. That's pretty good for map makers, giving the player more of a clue as to what it is they need to go and do. So I quite like that. What do you guys think about that?
Yes. We're under attack. For honor. Yes. Dabu. Yes, War Chief. Yes.
Ah, see? We can see Medivh. He's getting ready for the cutscene is what he is.
What you want?
No!
Time for killing.
Almost lost my grunt there.
Yes.
Gotta kill that tower before... A little uncomfortable. It's just my OCD. I don't want to lose units, even though it has no impact whatsoever.
Yes, War Chief.
We're under attack.
It will happen though, eventually.
Dabu.
That looks like a pretty difficult bay to actually
Yes.
ship out.
Hellscream, are you all right?
I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride.
Great, because we're getting out of here now.
Hang
We're
on.
leaving the human lands for good.
Finally, follow me. I have an idea.
So the mouths of the characters
We
actually
can
talk
set
now.
sail
Oh,
on
sorry.
the humans' own ships.
Perfect. But we'll need to wait for the rest of the Horde.
The Horde is assembled, War Chief. We await only your command.
Now, go, young thrall. Sail west to the lands of Kalimdor. It is there that you will find your destiny. It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
Yeah, so apologies, but that's one thing I just sort of... It looked like Grom's mouth was talking, the actual in-game character as well. So that's kind of cool. So normally characters wouldn't ever talk. Like, they would just stand still. So that's curious. Chapter 3, Riders on the Storm. This is the extra level that was in the demo. As Thrall and his companions set out for Kalimdor in their fleet of stolen ships, they are beset in the open seas by a sudden fierce storm. To prevent the ships from taking a heavy pounding, Thrall orders the fleet to seek shelter in the cove of a nearby remote island.
It was lucky we happened onto this cove. I don't think our ships would have held out much longer in that storm.
War Chief, half of the ships are missing, and the rest are badly damaged.
We'd better get settled then. We may be on this island for a while.
War Chief, I sense strange magic all around us.
There's the source of your magic. Someone is watching us.
It is you. I saw your arrival in a vision, especially you, the seer. Or is it just my old mind playing tricks on me?
Looks like this troll's been on the island a little too long. We're real enough, old one. My name is Thrall.
I be Sen'jin, leader of the trolls. This island used to be ours alone, but no more. You and your friends must be careful. The humans established an outpost on this island some time ago.
Humans?
Yes, they hound us day and night. Their patrols be all over the place. Not be long till they find you too.
Well, I'd rather find them first. We can't risk their patrols alerting the outpost about us. Loktar, my brothers. We're moving out.
Good luck, my friend. I got important matters to tend to, but I be seeing you soon.
Okay, so quests. Who knows? Kill humans. Ah, there we go. Destroy the human outpost. The existence of a human outpost on the island poses an immediate threat to you and your warriors. You must destroy the outpost before they can prepare a massive assault. Let's highlight our units and use our far sight to have a little sneak peek. I'm not sure if there's any secrets, but there's one looking nice item. Also, the crates behind there. So we'll do one step at a time. We can actually tech here, but I've got to get some peons and lumber first. The island trolls can see me. We've got barracks. We can produce a couple more grunts. We can either go north or down to that little island. I'm going to cover the top right first of all.
Dabu. Yes, War Chief. Yes.
Can't build there.
Who you want me kill?
Kind of tempted to destroy his little hut in case there's anything inside of it, but I feel bad. The priest heal effect is pretty good. He's got like a fiery attack.
Yes. Direct me.
We need more lumber.
Dabu.
Look now.
Yes.
Probably important to save it then if people are having issues. You got auto saves here, which is very handy because you didn't have that before. So those checkpoints are much appreciated
For honor.
for new and for veterans.
Dabu.
There's nothing there.
Yes, chieftain.
Obtain the Fine of Purification. So there's a few nice items to pick up here.
What you want?
We're being attacked actually over here. Poor troll headhunter actually found out the hard way. I'll come back to this creek camp. I'll deal with the pesky humans. We'll get a tech going. Get another burrow when we can get the lumber.
Yes. We're under attack. None will survive.
This one grunt could probably take them both on actually. So I might just leave him.
Yes, chieftain.
Say the word.
Under attack.
Yeah. Hero grunt. Are there any new units? Not that I know of. I don't think there would be.
Chieftain.
The nice thing is you can also see the experience pop up.
What you want me to do?
So that grunt
Yes.
with 22 health left did the trick. Good job, grunt.
Work complete.
What you want?
Time for another save. Just checking that my Let's Go's hotkey thing works. It does, which is nice. So I can't actually quick save because I think quick save is F6, but I actually have F1 to F6 as the inventory hotkeys. So 7, 8, 4, 5, 1, 2. This is the next location to head towards. So let's go down there. Check our path. Looks like there's some footmen on the way. That far sight is really obvious now.
Hey, it's the orcs who stole the ship
So
from the
you see
mainland.
that, you know someone's
Send for
looking at you.
reinforcements.
Take care, Fred. More ogres.
None will survive. What you want?
Should be able to get lightning.
Something
It's like
is
shamans. Upgraded
Understood.
upon tier 2. It's not a pig, is it? It is a pig! Ow. I'm not too worried about items in this. You can easily let those go. Good to see that the AI will still not attack me. There's splash damage, that is, by the way. That guy was doomed. Unless I move the headhunter out. There's probably more team killing going on than there is actually attacking the enemy mob. That's just so I don't lose the low health units. They won't attack you if you're attacking your own unit most of the time. Is it time to attack my base again?
Right away.
It is.
For Doomhammer!
Circlet of Nobility will have some of that.
Where you want me go?
I think the barracks can take the damage. I might get some demolishers actually, that'd be cool.
To work.
Hotkeys are the same, yep. At least I'm playing with classic hotkeys for the time being. We have this defiled Fountain of Life. We'll deal with the Alliance first. I don't have many units with actually any health left. So it's a little tricky. Shaman! No! Thrall's gonna have to basically solo this. Alright, we'll actually start building some darn units soon. Lumber is definitely an issue as usual. Oh, they don't like that. They prioritize quite cleverly. I mean, they are on hard difficulty, but the AI is normally quite good at picking off low health units and such. So it's kind of annoying, because this is a character that has to be repaired rather than healed. So they do a fair bit of damage. We get ourselves Shaman.
Ready to work.
We can get Pillage. Not that I think I'm going to use it if I'm going to be blowing up people's bases with Demolishers, but you know. And we got Bestiary, which will be Raiders. You can definitely get use out of that with Pillage.
Ready to work.
So, probably time to go heal up, because I assume that we're going to get a Fountain of Healing if we come over here.
Swobo. Zug zug.
Hello again, Outlanders. These ingredients be exactly what I need. Now our warriors can heal themselves. Let me give you a little something for the trouble. These wards contain healing magic. No doubt you'll find them useful.
Work complete.
Definitely. Thank you.
We need more lumber.
Next objective is to simply go deal with the humans, but there might be a few other things to explore on the map, such as over here. We can see a path to that. So let's go and deal with that, shall we?
Research complete. Research complete. Something need doing?
I'd like to get a Bestiary. Oh, that's a lot of units suddenly.
Never
Chiang Master, thank you very much there for the sub. This is the campaign, but these are levels from the demo. So I've never played these before. The few levels that we're going to get. This looks like a troll area, so more units.
Your time has come.
Now we're over the food cap, so we may as well continue building units. There is a tax system in Warcraft 3 if you're not familiar with it. And you get 100% of your income, or 70% or 40%, depending on what food type you're currently at. Over 50 food, we'll be getting 7 gold instead of 10 gold from per peon on the gold mine. So it's very important most of the time to try to stay at 50 food, so you're not actually losing any money. Or wasting it, so to speak. But there are times where you need to build up a big army and make your move. Gonna have to demolish this, destroying the buildings. That's nice. Tome of Intelligence +2. He is an intelligence hero. He gets more damage from that. He gets more mana regeneration. And a larger mana pool.
Never trust an elf!
Work complete.
Drapney. Apologies if I mispronounced that, but thank you.
Right away.
It looks like we've cleared this area. Let's just double check. Excellent. We'll probably move over down to the south, because this will be the last area to head towards.
Work, work.
You think buildings decay now? What makes you think that? The building's health isn't decaying despite being on fire.
Who you want me kill?
Wow.
Why? None will survive.
The music is definitely very quiet. Might be able to turn that down. That's crazy that I can now get whispers whilst playing a single player campaign. Another concern, I suppose, isn't it? Can always put /D&D on and hope that that works. Although I don't know if that does. That might just be because it's from a friends list.
Go? For the Horde.
But I'm a little concerned about that. You just want to play in your own peace.
Work complete. Work complete.
Always online. Always online. Oh, it's time to get attacked again. That's not good.
Say the word.
And they brought a hero this time. Raiders trying to buy some time for the building here by keeping them distracted with the odd attack every now and then. Peons will get attacked whenever they're repairing.
Work, work.
Your insolence astounds me. You ignorant brutes shall only succeed in dying.
His voice, his mouth, his lips are moving for that. So it's obviously synced. That's kind of impressive if every single ground character, every single character somehow talks. Or their mouths flap.
Okie dokie.
Back down to here, where we will finish off what's left over. Perhaps get another nice item before moving in to finish off the rest of the humans. More demolishers, more raiders, more shaman. Even though I know the hotkeys for these, I tend to click on the orc units. I can't help it. Just can't resist.
Don't mess with the bad guy. Gobble. Understood.
Demolisher's doing some damage.
Not enough mana.
Okay. So we've got some items here. May need to use them, but for now we're good.
Your time has come.
There's a new death sound for the riflemen. They sound different when they die. So maybe they've added some extra death sounds for characters. More units to collect.
Understood. A wise plan.
Gonna discover the remaining section of this map. Gonna lose that grunt. Almost. Scroller healing. And finish off this remaining camp. Almost at 100 food. And by finish this off, well, 104 food now.
A wise plan.
Do you think Senjin will attack me if I destroy his buildings? Doesn't look like it. Although I just heard the sky thunder. So that's a concern. Onwards to defeat the human. After all, I think we've covered everything else on this level.
Right away.
Some.
A wise plan.
An ongoing siege within my base. Time to load up the burrows for extra defense. Meanwhile, at your base,
For the Horde.
I might destroy those crates and see what's in them.
None will survive.
A wise plan.
Our town is under attack. We're under attack.
You notice that the footmen had different death sounds as well. I wasn't too sure when I first heard it, but yeah, I believe it now. The militia have come out now. It's unfortunate that they have swords, but it's the look they wanted to go for. I prefer them with axes because it's easier to distinguish them between actual footmen.
We're under attack.
I think if we destroy the main base, it might be game over. Definitely different death sounds.
Watch your backs. This battle's not over yet.
The fish creatures have come to take us away.
Your meddling magics will no longer interfere with our plans, Land Dweller.
Murlocs can talk? Okay. Continuing onwards to the next level, which is Chapter 4, The Fires Down Below. Thrall finds himself in an underground lair, held prisoner by the Murlocs and separated from his companions.
I wonder what these strange fish creatures want with us.
The Murlocs used to be peaceful, but lately they've been catching us and using us for sacrifices.
Sacrifices? To what?
A long time ago, they started worshipping some witch. They say she lives under the ocean, and if they don't make the sacrifices, she'll destroy this island.
Well, someone should have told them that orcs don't scare that easily. Now, let's get out of here.
Wow, that was a cool way to exit. Also, all of that blood. Very gory, this. Look at the doodads. Very nice. Tome of Strength for Thrall. Time to deal with these. We're probably going to pick up some items, so I'll have to feel free to just use these up. Healing wards are very good though. But it's always a good idea to hold on to items, because I think for most of the time they continue through to the rest of the campaign. Ooh, it's a ghost spirit. I hope she doesn't possess me.
Inventory is full. For the Horde! Loktar!
Is my stream having issues? I hope not. Let's find out. I've got 0.3% dropped frames, so I think there's no issues from my end, at least. Let's use the scroll of protection, pick up the ring of protection, and off we go. That grunt would probably win that fight, by the way. Those sounds are eerie. Maybe it's part of the more realistic tone that they are going with. Also, this is a very cool level. I've been impressed with these extra levels. Very nice. I know they were originally created a while ago, but it's really cool to see. It's a surprise they're not in the game. I think it was because they didn't have the proper voice acting for all of it, or I don't know. But there you go. If a new home is to be found in Kalimdor, Thrall must escape this prison, and you must rescue 10 prisoners. Footman doesn't stand a chance. That grunt is just toying with him. Look at the minimap though, all of those like ping signals. That's definitely some World of Warcraft influence. I'm telling you that right now.
For sure.
Because it's pretty hard to miss the objective when you can see on the minimap exactly where the units are. I wonder if there would be an option to have that turned off. Not that I'm really worried about that, but otherwise it does kind of give away certain locations.
Your time has come.
Let's go north. Sludge monstrosities and flingers, minions. Lose the grunt. There's a prisoner that's been left behind. In some cases, it's just easier just to let the unit die, or maybe just leave them behind on hold position, because the AI will always attack the lowest health unit. So the Grunt being a melee unit means that every single time he gets into combat, he's going to get focused. Probably a good point to save it just in case. Oh dear. We've got some crates over here. And then I might join that fight.
Inventory is full.
Scroll of protection, lads.
Inventory is full.
There was no sound for the scroll of protection. I think we'll focus the human units because it looks like they're going to win. Try and get it nice and even.
Your time has come. Doom hammer. Your time has come. For Doom hammer.
I bet I can throw a chain lightning out there now. So the story... Oh, look at that. Did I tell you to attack that rat? Just kind of did it of his own accord. Speaking of that, I was just about to mention, like, RPGs.
Inventory is full. Loktar.
Oh, the scrolls of healing are stacking. So items don't normally stack like that. So perhaps that's for the RPG element. So again, RPG be strong. Very cool. Exploring all the doodads. Yeah, I just noticed that the scroll's stacked up now because I tried to get rid of it. The scroll of healing so I could pick up another item, but I realized afterwards that they now stack. They originally didn't. Scroll of regeneration, that's interesting because unless that was in Reign of Chaos, if it was always part of the demo, that's typically a item from the Frozen Throne.
I knew you'd find us, War Chief.
I quite like the spiders. I think they look quite cool. Slightly different.
Your time has come.
Wow, that's a big ball of acid. Yikes. That projectile might be a little bit overly large.
None will survive.
You can destroy the egg sacs and there might be something inside of them. Like more spiders. Don't know if I can go inside of here. To a degree, but it won't take me anywhere.
Swobu.
Sometimes it might be triggered. So it takes you to another area.
These humans must have put up a fight. Too bad it wasn't enough.
Oh, that's true. The food tax is actually at 50. I'm so used to the Frozen Throne that I didn't actually point that out, that is odd. Because in Reign of Chaos, you could only build up to 90 food. And it was like 40 food, 70 food, 90 food sort of thing. Tax brackets.
Zug Zug.
Maybe they decided to do away with that. I don't know. Or it's an oversight. Not a huge issue, as long as it doesn't affect the level gameplay too much. They're just standing there waiting to get killed.
Time for killing.
Might have to use one of my healing wards.
Time to die.
As you notice, I don't have Farsight, because on certain levels it will remove the ability if it affects the level gameplay. So being able to see all of this. If it's more of a kind of a dungeon explorer, it's quite likely that you won't have an ability to sort of see the map. So it's harder to find secrets. Speaking of which, potion of mana that I'm not going to be able to use. Those Reforged emotes. I haven't actually created any Reforged emotes, have I? Perhaps in the future. For the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/witty, if you're watching us on YouTube. Just basically playing this right now. Can't use my mana on these ones. Am I going to use that healing ward? Maybe I'm going to finally use that healing ward. Okay, I think we're safe. I think it was in the TFT campaigns that the mobs would actually attack the healing ward when I used to put it down. So you've got to be careful sometimes. This was a demo for TFT, so TFT taxes, armor, attack types. Was it? Oh, is that why it was then? I thought it was originally a demo for Reign of Chaos. But didn't make it into the cut. Scroller healing again, my old friend. I guess I'll get rid of the Ring of Protection. +1. It's not really doing anything. That's a good worker, that is. He's very passionate. Could you rescue him by destroying this rock chunk? An alternative way to rescue him. He could have just broke his way out. Silly thing. Unless that's a very stubborn rock chunk. Oh, wow. Imagine being in that situation and realizing that you could have just done that the whole time. This was a demo for Reign of Chaos. A voiceless custom campaign for TFT was released along TFT to show people how to make custom campaigns. Huh. I'm still somewhat confused. It's all new to me.
Let's see if we can break through these boulders.
I'm not worried about that scroll of mana, really. It's okay for the shaman. Like if you want to pop back. I was going to try to see if I could use another chain lightning, but there's nothing to use it on at the moment, so... Oh, okay. That was crafty. Rock golem coming from rocks. Makes sense.
You come just in time.
Orb of Fire. No, it still does the 5 damage splash, which is a terrible, terrible item. It's basically Claws of Attack +5, with the worst splash damage imaginable. I don't think we need to destroy every single rock chunk, otherwise we might be here a while. There's an item down here that I didn't collect. What was that? Potion of mana. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much use for that. Setting up the next area full of gnolls. More potions of mana, though. You could stack those up if you wanted. Now, here's an interesting point. Can I pick up this scroll of healing? Nice. Originally, you would have to drop an item in order to pick up an item that is already in your inventory. So it looks like they fixed that little issue. I think I'll drop the Ring of Protection +2 and go get my Potions of Mana then. Just in case we can use those in future missions.
Understood.
Because Ring of Protection is very lackluster.
Right away. Understood. Time to die. A wise plan.
We have collected our potion. No, not yet. We're getting close to the actual goal over here, so I'm a bit worried.
A wise plan.
We still need to come over here and do this. Hello there, Tyler. Oh, got a big group to fight versus, and a grunt is very slowed. We're going to pull them back. Thrall is going to come back when he can. No gold miser.
Your time has come.
Let's take him down. Hood of Cunning. That's pretty nice. I really like healing wards, but at the same time, there's only so many items I can have.
Dabu. For Doomhammer.
Interesting death animation. So undead are purple. Purple blood. Is that the Skeleton King? It's a giant skeleton warrior. I like his weapon. So over the top.
We're under attack.
Looks like this is the natural path anyway. Quite linear, but at the same time, I have no problem with that whatsoever because it's telling a story. How does the Reforged campaign feel? It feels pretty great, actually. FPS could be a bit smoother, but then again, it is what it is. They're higher quality models, so the FPS was bound to suffer. But it's really good for storytelling purposes, and that's what a campaign is after all. So that's the main aspect I want to get from Reforged, is mostly custom games that are more story-based, RPG, that kind of thing. Also, all of these tomes. Thrall is getting smart. Very nice. It's getting pretty strong.
For the Horde. I believe we are no longer welcome in this place, Warchief.
What gave you that idea?
Understood. Warchief, Sen'jin was just taken away by the fish creatures. I tried to stop them, but there were too many. They said he is to be sacrificed to their witch.
Then we have no time to lose. Sen'jin must be freed.
Warchief, I sense a protective shield around the sorcerer. I believe these 3 fish creatures are helping maintain it.
Pathetic fools. You will not stop us from receiving what has been promised.
Senjin,
Don't despair. You'll soon be joining him.
perhaps you and the witch can discuss it in the afterlife.
How dare they? Oh, we got a lot of units to fight with here. I think this is just an A move fest right now. Lightning shield would be quite good, but I'm gonna hurt my own units with it. And I've almost killed all of these anyway. Murloc Guardians with chaos damage.
Understood.
Some crates over here, actually. Wait for it. Hold your horses. Oi, oi, oi.
None will survive. Inventory is
Potion
full.
of greater healing. I don't need that one.
Wise plan. For Doomhammer! For the Horde.
The way is clear.
Understood.
Got rain of fire.
Right away.
See you later, troll. Go join Senjin.
For the Horde. Understood.
Wait a second.
A wise plan. Understood. Will survive.
Okay, I just wanted to double check before I finish this.
For the Horde.
The vision told me you would lead my people off this island. You don't have much time, young one. Go.
But you and your people are coming with us.
It'd be too late. I'm already gone.
Those of you who wish to follow me will face many dangers. It will not be easy. But if you wish to join us, you are welcome.
Yeah, man. Pretty soon there'll be nothing left here anyway. We come with you.
Make peace with your gods, land dwellers. You cannot escape the currents of death so easily.
Where is that voice coming from?
I don't know, but we have no time to waste. This cave is about to collapse.
Yes, that did sound like Tyrande, didn't it? Chapter 5, Countdown to Extinction. Sunlight greets Thrall and his companions as they escape the underground lair and make their way back to the surface. Oops. I've lost. Let's try that again. This might be the one that has the issues. I hope this will load. If not, we've got problems. That's problematic. I've got so close. This is the last level. And then we've got this sorted. Do I just have to keep trying and then eventually it will work? Or restart the game? Restart the game it is then. Yikes. Okay, I'm loading it up now. How am I still awake? Well, I tried to rest early. I never sleep though. Persistence, perhaps. Okay. Here's hoping. If not, I don't know. Just keep trying.
Land dwellers, you have slaughtered my minions and defiled my sanctuary. Now you will be drowned by the wrath of the tides.
You'll have no more sacrifices today, witch. Go back to the depths where you belong.
Very well. Your choice is made. The air you breathe now will be your last.
At last, we've reached our landing site.
Warchief, while you were gone, the nearby volcano erupted. This entire island has begun to sink.
How long to repair the ships?
The repairs are nearly done, Warchief.
Then finish them quickly. We're about to have company. Defend the ships at all costs.
I think we might be getting attacked. Okay, 5 peons in the gold mine. There's 19 minutes remaining. Hold the line, so it's one of those. Survive for 20 minutes. Thrall must defend the base from the Sea Witch and her Murloc warriors until the human ships are repaired. Okay, well, Witch Doctors would be a good way to go. Trolling for trolls.
Ready to work.
Rescue the trolls for reinforcements. Let's go do that then, shall we? Let's select all our units. There are some crates here. And I'm probably going to drop some of these items. Because goodness knows that I'm probably going to pick up a whole bunch along the way.
The spirits are restless.
So I can bring them back to the main camp and then decide which ones I like and which ones I don't like. Gonna tech up. And I'm gonna focus on headhunters, I think. We rescued these guys. Time for some Farsight. So we're coming over to this side of the map. We'll do the bottom left first. Probably be an idea to fit in towers. As and when one can. Expecting attacks.
For honor.
Fountain of Healing.
The spirits are restless. Lokrigar no God.
And away we go. Already getting attacked, but it's only Murlocs, thankfully. There's the first item. There's actually like a little base over here, but I don't think I can access it. I just think it's like for fun. Or maybe you can actually from here.
Let's get on with it.
But you'd have to chop trees to get to it. So maybe if I can get over there, let's find out. No. Wait. You're just being difficult. You can get over there, so maybe I'll use a peon or two to chop the trees and see if there's anything.
Work. I can do that.
The spirits are restless.
That I can uncover.
Complete.
Let's get on with it.
Complete.
You got away off the island?
The spirits are restless.
More healing wards.
Lokrigar Nogal.
This island be sinking quick. We come with you, man.
Our town is under attack.
Mana stone. Definitely good.
I am the war chief. Let's get on with it.
What you want me to do?
We've trolled for the trolls. That's being completed.
Lokrigar
So
Nogal.
now I'd probably come back over to the bottom right and take a look at this area. You can actually sell some items if you really wanted.
I am the war chief.
Mana stone looks pretty cool.
How may I serve?
A few more
The
crates to
spirits
destroy.
are restless.
Fortress is almost finished. More peons. And then I can come back over here in a moment. Potion of mana.
Work complete.
So many potions.
Work complete.
So little time.
For honor.
We are now tier 3. Master Witch Doctors would be nice for the healing.
What you want me to go? Lokrigar Nogal.
You seek me
Let's get on with it. What you want
It
me
needs
to
more peons for lumber though. Or I can just get a shredder, right?
Why?
Wow.
Lokrigar Nogal.
How may I
Let's
serve?
get on with it. Yes.
You seek me out?
So if you destroy this base, you probably stop getting attacked from the east hand side.
What you be craving?
What do you want?
How may I serve?
That Tidal Guardian is going nuts. Tide Dweller. Siege Golem. Don't want that attacking your base.
What you want to go? Right away.
Let's get on with it. The
Okay.
spirits are
It's
restless.
like their matrix. So, more peons are required, more upgrades. 15 minutes left to survive. Plenty of time. Peons are through. I guess I'll destroy this and just see if there's anything to get from it. It could just be a big debate. We'll get some shaman as well. Almost down. Cool truss. Oh wow, Crown of Kings. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's the curse of having only 6 item slots though. I don't think I'm ever going to use these because I'm always too stubborn when it comes to items that are temporary or chargeable, usable. Wow.
Ready to work. What do you want? Build there.
I prefer my permanent items. So I might end up just... Oh, we got Earthquake, so you can use that on trees if you want as well. That's one way to take trees down. Upgrade the Shaman. Half expecting to be able to build Taurens as well, but I can't.
Let's get on with it.
Needs more lumber.
Let's get on with it. Dabu.
Master?
I hear the summons.
Fool is going to come over.
Master? Say the word. Dabu.
How may I
Let's
serve?
get on with it.
Just going to drop
Yes.
2 items at least.
Dabu.
And collect those ones over there.
Lokrigar Nogal.
Nothing else to gather from this section.
Efforts are futile,
Oh, hello.
land dwellers. The darkness of the deeps is all that awaits you.
Cool. I feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft. Especially that last level. That felt very World of Warcraft. Watchtower never stood a chance. Where did my Hex Grunt go? Did he kind of teleport ahead? The attacks just keep coming. How many peons do I finally need to actually get enough lumber? Oh yeah, those are both very good items.
Let's get on with it. Something is doing. We need more lumber.
We're going to continue on this path now.
Our town is under attack. We need more lumber.
That's why I've got no lumber. Plus the towers. We've got to speed this up. Try and destroy everything.
We need more lumber.
What you'll be craving.
Take off.
Right away.
The spirits are restless.
Talisman of Evasion. What can you do? Let's just... Don't even really need that for all.
Let's get on with it.
How may I serve?
Yes.
What you'll be craving.
But I'll take the mana for my Witch Doctors.
The spirits are restless.
More critters to kill.
You seek me help? What you'll be craving.
I
hear the summons.
Yes. Oogie oogie. Let's get on with it.
Ring of Protection +4. I'll actually skip that, even though it's possibly better than Claws of Attack +6. It's pretty significant protection, but I was already questioning picking up the Evasion, because Fool is a ranged hero, so he's not getting hit all the time, is he? It's time to step this up. Let's get some Demolishers, actually. Some Shaman.
Work complete. Work complete.
I hear the summons. You seek me help?
No god.
I hear the summons.
Something you're doing? Let's get on with it. Yes.
Scroll of Healing.
I am.
Just use it.
Dabu.
You seek me help?
We still need more time to finish the repairs, Warcraft.
Do we? I think we're good. It's a big water elemental. Doesn't look quite so gel-like anymore, but still definitely has that influence. I left the claws on the ground. Outrageous.
Yes.
Over here. I apologize. Oh, they're getting quite aggressive. Good thing I got a bunch of burrows here as well. So they can always be kited into that. Oh, I can't catch them both. Man, these are strong! Fortified, that's why. They're just plowing through.
The War Chief.
You done now?
Oogie dokie. No god.
Got to keep applying the pressure. We only have so much time.
For honor.
This actually might be the last base of the Murlocs, and the rest would just be sort of critters. Certainly taking the long route around. This is the only way to get through to them, because I think this is blocked pathing. The ocean looks interesting, but at the same time it's a little confusing. I think that is deep ocean, so you can't cross over that.
Yes, at last the end draws near. Your deaths are only the beginning. Soon all land dwellers will be entombed in a watery grave.
I don't think she realizes that she's actually losing. Ah! Destroyed by my own demolisher. Their buildings are always too separate. I'm going for Earthquake on the Altar of the Deep, so hopefully she doesn't come back in time. Pretty much just attack moving at this point, not too worried about micro. Just getting the job done. There we go, that's down.
Work complete.
So I missed a couple of creatures over here.
Yes. Direct me.
This is where you need a town portal.
Spirits are restless.
Gonna take my sweet time to get back over there. They're coming back at me, by the way.
What do you want?
Angry golems.
Something need doing? I am the war chief.
They should be hitting me any moment. Any moment.
We need more gold. Word. Yes. I can do this.
Send the peons into battle.
Happy to.
Okay. Maybe it's time to send them into the burrows.
Won't be much longer now, War Chief. The ships are nearly ready.
I am the war chief. How can I help the spirits are restless? What do you want?
Gonna try to quickly grab the mobs over here, so we can clear all of that. Weren't there some woofs? Bloods of Haste, not too worried about that.
For the Horde. I am something, war chief. We're under attack.
I think I've got everything, so I'm trying to cover it before the level ends.
What you want?
Yes.
Those siege columns look a bit confused, don't they? Can they only hit buildings? That must be what it is.
We're under attack! Loktar!
There you go. I don't know if there's anything left.
Let's get on with it. Dabu.
And now we play the waiting game. There's some fat loot. But he's got some good stuff. He's got more than he possibly could need, really, for the future levels that he's going to be part of. Healing wards is pretty good. I might replace the cause of attack +6 with healing wards. Scroll of healing is fine. Potion of mana is fine. Circlet nobility is fine. Probably better to have circlet nobility over clause of attack +6. Items don't carry over. I don't expect them to carry over into the Orc campaign, but you never know. That Sea Witch is very quiet now, isn't she? So, not bad. It looks pretty darn cool. I'm enjoying playing through this, and I hope you're enjoying this as well. Make sure to thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, just say hello. And subscribe if you've got a free subscription with Twitch Prime. I've, for the most part, managed to transition in the cutscenes, so hopefully the volume is okay as well when like a lot of combat is kicking off. You can still hear things. I can possibly get away with putting this music up a little bit more. I was just a bit worried because I know that some Warcraft 3 soundtracks, music-wise, very loud. But this, the background music's way quiet.
Yes.
But I'm still skeptical to turn it up too much, just in case it stops you from being able to hear the voice dialogues. Because that's the hardest thing to typically hear when you play through the campaign, is the voice dialogues, the interactions between the characters.
For honor.
You know,
Hold the line, my warriors. Our freedom is at hand.
I don't remember Earthquake doing damage to your own buildings, but I could just be wrong on that front because I haven't actually tried it that many times, despite playing Warcraft 3 for so long. But apparently you can team kill with Earthquake, at least in this you can.
Yes. Yes. For honor. Yes.
I think the sound volume's the same whether you zoom in or out.
For honor.
We did it.
Sail on, land dwellers, flee! The dark tide is coming to swallow you all, and once it begins, there will be nowhere to hide.
I don't know exactly what the witch was talking about, but I do know that our destiny lies elsewhere. For now, we set sail for Kalimdor. That is where our future will unfold.
Well, there it is. We have defeated the Prologue, including the extra levels. I mean, sure, I lost 4 times in a row on that last level. 4 defeats in a row, but we got there eventually. So, that's the Prologue campaign, Exodus of the Horde. The Prophet, all of it. 5 chapters. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, stick around. I'll be uploading another video where I will play through the human campaign, the Scourge of Lordaeron. But for now, thank you for watching, and until then, take care. Bye-bye.